back to News Geelong. We start off our Friday segment heading to the world of racing with our very own John Dunn.
Big day of racing on the synthetic here last Friday afternoon, and in the opening event the successful syndication duo Terry Henderson, Simon O'Donnell, they were in the winner's stall early in the day when the 3-year-old staying bred After On took out the 2,000 metre maiden.
Wes Warford still has got a stack of work to do, but After On by 2 lengths on Sunset Magic, who's the immediate threat. They've got it between them, and then 3 lengths to Warford in third, but After On kicked in for the fight. He's holding Sunset Magic at bay. Yendall pulls the whip for good measure, and away goes After On. After On's going to score today in good style by 2 lengths Sunset Magic.
The Robbie Griffiths trained geller for Reindeer Lake, well, he was easy in the betting, $4 out to $7. And he looked in all sorts of trouble on the home turn, couldn't get a run. But when he did get out, by gee, he sprinted very quickly to take out the Geelong News Channel 31 0 to 58 handicap.
And they're away. Count Cyclone only fair to begin from the outside gate. Terms of trade began a whirl along with Kmart and Reindeer Lake. There's All I Can Be and I'm a Soldier at a line of 5. Stanborough's running 6. Count Cyclone's off the track from Genzan, the running rail. Then Stone Lucky from Shimoda. Testa 1 and Miss Brilliance is back last. All I Can Be down the side from I'm a Soldier, a half length. They cross over via the 600. And then Stanborough 3 wide striding third. Reindeer Lake. And then in between horses is Kmart. Next is Shimoda, Count Cyclone, Genzan. Terms of Trags back to the tail. Miss Brilliance looking for a way clear. And the rest were headed by Stone Lucky. It's I'm a Soldier going to All I Can Be and taking over. Here's Stanborough starting to work home. Kmart and the setter is next. Miss Brilliance starts to pick up from the back. But with 150 left to go, Stanborough and Kmart, they go to the front together. Reindeer Lake starts to pick up on their inside. Kmart in front. Reindeer Lake's picking them up quickly. Reindeer Lake shot through.
Former New Zealand apprentice Ryan Hurdle's been in good form of late, and he was back in the winner's stall here last Friday afternoon aboard Spanish Vixen, who ran up to her recent good form when a handy third here on the synthetic the previous week.
Besson taking a bit of time to wind up, but she's coming down the outside. 200 left to travel. Nippy Filly, No Fret's come back, and Spanish Vixen along the inside. It took the shortest route and hit the front. No Fret goes after it, then followed by Nippy Filly in behind, but it's Spanish Vixen in front, holding off No Fret, and Spanish Vixen by a neck on No Fret.
Windsor Edition is a highly promising galloper, and he's probably a budding Metropolitan class performer in the coming months. Punters are right on the mark in the final event. They backed him from $4 into $2.50 favourite, and he didn't let them down. He sprinted quickly in the home straight and put a big gap, winning by 5 lengths.
200 left to go. Windsor Edition given full ball, quickly got to them in a flash. Got to Peninsula Dane and then Songspur Taylor Lee, but it's all over. Windsor Edition is skirting away. Windsor Edition put 4 lengths on them down to the post and will bolt in. Windsor Edition scores from Peninsula Dane.
And that's the wrap-up of racing here last Friday afternoon on the synthetic. It's all on again next Friday afternoon. Back to you in the studio, Alex, and I see you kicked the opening goal on the 2s last Saturday afternoon. And the cheer to my old mate Ronnie Watt, who they told me donned the boots and had a run round the park.
Thanks for that, JD. But I will admit the celebration was a bit longer than the goal itself. We'll now head to the world of basketball, talking to Geelong Supercats coach Jamie O'Loughlin. Well, Geelong Supercats will look back on the weekend thrilled with 2 wins. How does the coach feel about it?
Oh yeah, look, I'm really happy with the weekend. We play Frankston down there, which is always hard to win down there, and they'd won their last 3. So we knew that was a challenge, but we had a strong game and won comfortably in the end, and then backed up the next day against the reigning Seabold champions Albury and managed to have a strong win against them as well. So you'd have to be wrapped with that.
Both thrilling games, but looking at the Albury match, which was played down here at the arena, Wilson, 19 points in 1 quarter. How have you rated his season so far? Yeah,
look, he's been really good. I think it's his 2nd year, so I think most of the imports find it a little bit easier their 2nd year because they've had time to adjust to the style of play and the refereeing and just being in Australia in general. So, he's settled very, very quickly this time, and his performance over the weekend in both games is outstanding, but that 19-point quarter really helped set up our win on Sunday.
But it wasn't just about one player. There was a handful of players that did actually achieve multiple scores. I'm correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, in both games, we had our full team together for the first time all year to play both games, which meant that we could really rotate our players heavily and not sort of force any players into a state of fatigue, which was a huge bonus for us. I don't think any player played over about 27 minutes in either of the games, so they were fresh the whole way through, and so therefore the energy levels are really high.
Jamie Medford, he reached the milestone, 250. Looking back on his journey, how have you rated him as not only a player but also a leader?
Yeah, look, I mean, Jamie's come a long, long way. He's just, as he likes to say, a boy from Corio, and he's built himself up on and off the court, and he's a very successful man, on and off. He's basketball's just gone, on and on. He's just gone from one strength to another, I guess, over the time. 250 games after he began, and he's playing, probably the best basketball of his whole career now. But he just seems to be one of those guys that adds something to his game each season. And he's always there just to do whatever the team needs on and off the floor. So, him as a leader, that's probably the main asset for him, is that he is just a super guy through and through and will do whatever it takes.
Thanks for that, Jamie, and best of luck to your boys this weekend. As we go to a break, don't forget you can watch these interviews and more on our YouTube channel.